All right. Okay. So it's 2 minutes to go. Let's just look at what. Yes, Moana. So tell me, what were you asking? What is the question? Show me your screen. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
when I make the moon and the earth in Blender,
Mm-hmm.
I know how to make them.
Mm-hmm.
But just the question is that if I make the moon
Mm-hmm.
for the normal space,
Mm-hmm.
but and it's so my moon is so big that there's no space to fit the earth, and even if I make small, it doesn't look like a moon then.
Okay. So first question is, do you have a camera in your scene? Ah, so see, whenever you are making an image, right, you always, like we learned in the spaceship scene, right, that when we make a model and then we have to set up our camera because we always have to see what our camera sees, because what you're going to export is always going to be through the camera, and what you draw as well is always in the frame. Remember, I was drawing a frame. That frame is the field of view. Yes. So even in your drawing, see, you have a frame, right? Correct. So for you to know how big your moon is or how small your earth should be, you should be looking through your camera, right? And so first create a camera, okay? Right? And look through the camera, make one panel your camera panel, right? And then make another viewport where you can move around your scene, right? And make sure that you have a camera, so you can go ahead and do that right now. Okay, if you might have a planet and your earth and moon, just introduce a camera, add a camera, look through it, and navigate your camera to a nice view that looks like your storyboard, right? Yes, tell me.
I, I also added an empty so that it's easier for me to move.
Sorry, you made a
I also added an empty so that it helps us when we move.
move the moon. Then move what?
Robot.
You are so very good, very good. So you parented all the shapes to one empty, correct? Very good, perfect. That's a step that had to be done. I did not tell you guys, but that's right. You have to parent all objects to a empty. Name that empty robot, and ideally put all of that, including the empty, into a collection, right? So you have a robot collection, so everything is nicely organized in your file, right? Let me just follow up with Ashwin. Yes, Avi, you want to say something?
Yeah.
Yeah, say.
I'm sorry I wasn't there for the last session. I was out, so I'm doing my homework right now.
Okay, okay. So you do it right now. Do your homework. Go ahead. Do it. Patapat. All right. One second. Huh? Let me ask in the group. Where's Ashmin? All right. Okay. So let's begin. Okay. So guys, welcome to session number 6 of the level 2 Blender Kids workshop. All right. And where did Divyan go? Divyan's disappeared. Avi, open the door, let Bubble in. Divyan, are you there or are you away from the desk?
It says my camera's on.
Sorry?
Oh wait, my
Ha.
oh wait, my physical webcam.
All right. I can see you now. All right. One second. Let me minimize this. Crop this video. Crop this video. All right. So welcome to session number 6 of the Blender Kids workshop. And today we are going to deepen our understanding of what we did in the previous session, which is creating a world building, right? And this is the first steps into world building, right? And we're going to deepen our understanding in world building and of course do a lot more inside Blender. Okay, and hopefully today I'm going to talk a lot less and we're going to look at your scenes and we're going to work with your scenes, what you have, right? So let's begin with who wants to begin, right? Who wants to show the homework and begin? Yes, Moana? Super quick. All right. So
Yeah.
share your screen and yeah, okay, share your images. So yes, let's go. One second, I'm going to increase your image size. One second. How do I do that? Show full video. Yes. All right. So here I can see in the first scene we have the moon is visible and the earth is in the distance, and
No,
we
the first scene is this one.
the first one is to the
Wait,
left or to the
no.
right? Can you
Yeah,
just put
this one.
numbers on it? Do you have a pencil with you?
Yeah, I'll just put.
Yeah, just quickly put numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, so I know which one is which. Right?
I know why. Where is the cat?
Where's Anika? All right. Yes. All right. Okay. So number one is to the left, right? On the top. Yes. Ha. That's one.
So
Okay.
I'm
Yes.
showing
Explain.
you that the astronaut is showing the robot. Look, there's something floating in the air.
Huh.
Some very precious star or something like that.
Okay.
When the robot gets it, he tells the astronaut that it is the most precious star of the world that has been stolen by a very clever thief.
Huh.
So then they take it and fly back to Earth. And they were happy that they are getting it. So then they were going to get it to the police, but suddenly they saw a thief running. And they got to know that he had stolen because one of the gems was missing, and plus there was paint on the star, and then he had also the same print on his hands, and he had once stolen the most precious even gem of the star.
Huh.
So then they understood and put him in jail.
Wonderful. You have a whole film here. Wonderful. So let me get this right. You have the film opens on the planet, the other planet where the robot and
Moon.
sorry, on the moon. The robot and the astronaut are there, and the astronaut points at something floating which looks very valuable, right? And one second, admit guest who's here? Divyan. Okay, hi Divyan. Something
Uh,
wrong with your computer, kya?
There are two Divya.
I'm at my grand's place and there isn't much Wi-Fi here, so
Ah,
I'm just joining through mobile data. So
all
I'm
right,
missing.
all right, all right, all right. Good that you joined in the class, all right. Okay, so as I was saying, the story goes that the astronaut then points at something and it's valuable, so the robot goes and collects it, and then robot checks it and says, "Yes, this is very valuable." Right? It's something, right? And then they come back to Earth. They bring it back to the Earth, but then they take it to the police. Is that right?
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, because so that the police gets to know that here, so they can give it to the right owner.
Right owner, but they got it from the moon, right?
Yeah,
Did it go to the
somebody had stolen it from the richest person of Earth.
Acha, so it was something from Earth. How did it end up on the moon?
The thief put it on the moon because he stole all the astronauts' things and he went to the moon. Because he read it on the book that the moon is the safest place you can keep your things on.
Oh, so the moon is actually this thief's stash. He puts all the stolen stuff on the moon.
Yeah, yeah.
So our thief is also an astronaut.
No.
The-
He read in the book that how to
uh,
go to how to do it, and then it stole all the astronauts'
Valuable things.
gears.
Huh.
Yeah, and gears, and he took the one of the astronauts' most valuable jetpacks and went.
Okay. And then when they come back and they give it to the police, they realize what
No,
is,
they didn't give it to the police. They were going to go, but
huh,
suddenly they saw the thief running.
thief.
And they
Okay.
got to know because he had one of the most precious gem of it.
In his hand.
Yeah,
He was coming from a theft. He was just stealing it and
yeah.
coming. All right.
And they got to know because it was perfectly fitting inside the crown, and there was one same colored ball missing. And plus,
Acha, so what they got from the moon was a crown.
no, a star.
It was a star. All
Yeah.
right. And so,
And then and plus there were marks like somebody had put paint on it so that somebody's marks would come and they would get to know it easily. So then he even had the marks on his hand.
wow. Oh, wow. And so that's how they found out that he is the same thief and he
Yeah,
needs to go to jail.
yeah.
All right, all right. So that's a full movie there, right? Okay, good job, Moana. Okay, so this is the kind of storytelling, right? We want to develop. Okay, and then like you shared with me now. Now I'm asking you questions. Okay, what about this? What about that? Right? How about this? How about that? Right? And this is how you develop a story. This is how you develop a world, right? So very good job. Okay, very good job, Moana. This is exactly what you've done the homework. Now I want to show you. I want to see your robot. Have you updated your robot based on this new approach that you're taking?
Means I didn't understand.
So now, for example, your robot. Okay. Hi, Ashwin. Welcome to the call. All right. So we've already begun. So Moana, what I was saying is that the three questions that you answered, right? Who does your robot help? So the answer is helps a astronaut. All right. Where is he? So they are on the moon, right? They are on the moon somewhere, right? And how does he help, or what does he do, right? So he's helping the astronaut. He goes and collects that thing, right? So based on
Even
these,
as a
yeah.
he also has a detector in his hand that from the moon's 1 to 2 meters inside, if there's something, so that they can get it.
Right. So he has a
Even
metal
as
detector or some object
yeah,
detector, right? So that's what. So now when you answer these questions, you get more ideas. Like you said, there is a detector. He helps finding things or he collects things. So now you have to update your design to serve this part of the story. That means, like yesterday
I
we were talking, right? Does he have a hand, or you just came up with the idea? And he has a vacuum pump, right? A vacuum comes and takes the object. Now you also said a detector. So I want you to add those details, design those details, and put that on your robot. Right now your robot just has two arms like that, right? How about you change the arms and put something? That was one part of the homework. Okay.
yeah, I'm going to put a long pipe of a cylinder
Hmm.
for the vacuum,
Hmm.
and I'm going to put a thinner cylinder and a torus for the metal detector.
Very good, very good. So that's what you have to do. All right. Okay. So
I updated.
very good, very good. All right. So Moana, good job. Okay, good job on that. As we will work on the model right now. Okay. I'll just go around the room and see what else everyone else has. All
Yeah,
right.
can I just put the metal detector and the vacuum till then?
Yeah, sure. You can do that and just listen to the conversation. All right.
Yeah.
And just see if someone is sharing something. All right. So who
Someone needs
else?
to say it. No one else has made a story as deep as Moana's.
I'm sure Moana has gone really gone full storytelling, and which is awesome, which is great, and this is the direction we want to go in, right? And notice it's simple, okay? One thought leads to the other, leads to the other. Can you see how quickly her creative process is developing? And it's not just her, all of you have that ability, right? It's just asking the right questions, right? And that's why these questions are so important, because in the future when you are coming up with your own ideas, these questions you are going to come up with for yourself, you are going to ask those questions, right? And that's what I'm trying to train you in, right? That this is the structure. This structure applies to anything, right? Like say you're building a building. Okay, it has nothing to do with a character. Say you're an architect and you're building a building, right? What are the questions that you would ask yourself? Like, who's this building for, right? Why is this building here, right? What is the function of this building? Can you see already these questions begin to define something? Some ideas will come. Are you with me, guys? Can you see how these questions are leading to some thought process, right? It has nothing to do with a character or a story, right? So if you start answering the questions, okay, this building is for athletes. Say you are making a gym. This building is for athletes, okay, and specifically for ex-gamers like skateboarders and BMXers and that kind of thing. Immediately when you answer that question, oh, so now the building has to be different. It has to have ramps. It has to have this. It has to have that, right? And so these questions lead to creativity, right? Left alone, you don't know what to do. And so I want you to develop. So she asked those questions. Okay, इसके बाद क्या होगा? इसके बाद क्या होगा? Okay, what is that valuable thing? Why is it valuable? How did it get to the planet? Oh, the thief got it to the planet. Now, how outlandish as it may seem, it's still a story, right? And you might see a lot of movies also, right? Really outlandish, really out there, right? doesn't have any logic, but it's still entertaining, still fun, still a story, still something to say, right? And so, very good, Moana. And and guys, the rest of you, don't compare your homework with her, okay? Each one of you will come up with your own thing. That's the whole point of this workshop. It's not about getting something right and something in a certain way कि ये ऐसे ही होना चाहिए, right? This is how it's done. It's not that. In fact, in the creative discipline, there is no right way, there is no wrong way, right? There are only ways that you think work, right? And these questions are in place, or this thought process is for you to question your own thought process and come up with more ideas. Everyone with me, are you seeing that happening for you?
Yeah.
I need to get some feedback.
Yes.
Just doing
Ash-
it, so I don't have anything.
Yeah, yes, Austin, you getting with me? Yes. Ashmin, you too? Ashmin is woken up. Oh, good morning. Hello. All right. Okay, cool. So, guys, yes, Avi, what are you doing? You're doing your homework?
I'm making a booklet for now.
Okay, you sit and do. All right. Okay, guys. So, who else would like to go? And so today, let me just give you, okay, like every session, I have done a lot of demonstration, drawing, and talking. Especially, like I went through my recordings, and I realized that I'm just doing so much talking. I don't know, are you guys enjoying so much talking? So today we are actually going to do workshop. Okay, so we are going to work with your scenes, and I'm just here to help you out. So right now, I'm just going through your stories and the homework to see where you are, and then you are going to complete the homework if you haven't with me here, and I'm just going to help you around, and you're going to share, and we're going to have this interactive session. All right, and don't worry, wherever you are, if you haven't done the homework also, it's fine, right?
Please include.
Yeah, you are also included. Okay, wherever you are in the homework, don't, it's not right or wrong, like I said. Okay, wherever you are, we want to start from there. Okay, so who would like to go now next?
Please,
Okay, Divyan, let's go ahead.
I'm
Divyan,
just
you're
trying to figure out
yes.
how do I flip my camera because I've joined on my phone.
Acha, you are joined on your phone and you are showing me your drawings, right?
No, I'm showing the model in Blender.
So can't you share your screen? No, acha, you're joined on the phone. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have any desk? Acha, your phone, your computer
I
doesn't have
mean,
any internet.
my computer does not have internet.
Ah, okay, okay. So
I'll,
flip your
I'll try.
phone.
You can do it with someone else. I'll try leaving and use my hotspot.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that, right? While we look at Ashmin, would you like to go, or Austin, would you like to go? Austin? Yes, go ahead. Let me increase your screen here. Show full video. All right. All right. Yes, Austin, are you sharing your screen or are you showing your drawings first?
Sir, guys, there's one thing I just need to do in my blenders.
Acha, okay. Okay, cool. Ashmin, what happened to you? Kuch hai? Do you have something to show?
No, not that much.
Did you develop your idea further, like your rescue robot? Did you think of some accessories that you want to add to your rescue robot?
I thought of like one accessory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm still like working on making it.
Okay, you haven't made it yet. All right. So, as we are talking right now, as we are waiting, you can start building that out, right? You can start trying to build it. All right. Okay. Wow, what is this, Austin? Okay, so that's your robot. Huh? So you have a new design?
Yeah, sir, I changed the original design.
Yes, you have a new design, I can see. Okay, frame selected, go closer. All right, okay. There's some detail, there's some buttons. All right. And what's behind? He's got a big jet booster, huh? Two jet boosters. All right. And what is below him? Those are legs?
Yeah, sir, they're the limbs. I know there's no limbs, but I just kept it.
Just like stubs to stand on, right? Okay. All right. All right. So tell me a little bit about the robot. Who is he? Where he
Sir,
is?
it's a delivery robot at Amazon.
Oh, he's an Amazon delivery robot. Okay, that's a great thing. Okay, he's a delivery robot. All right, and so who is he helping? He's helping the customers, right? He's delivering their goods. Correct.
Yeah.
All right, and uh, so this is what are the accessories you have added or any features you have added to help him do his job?
Like antennas, and I've given like a screen.
A screen. Okay, so what comes on the screen?
What you ordered.
What you've ordered. All right, and how does he carry the stuff?
He puts it inside himself.
And how? Where does that open?
Here.
The side. So there are three
Yeah.
slots that open.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And what's on the other side?
Nothing.
Nothing. All right. Okay, cool. And have you done a thumbnail sketch or just imagined how your environment is going to be? Like I said, we're going to be making one image, right? And in that image, we might have some animation. We might animate our robot a little bit, but we want to see an environment in which this robot is. So where is our robot? Brobot.
Okay, wait, sir, I haven't done that.
Okay. So couple of suggestions I have, all right? So when we design for any function, right? Whether it's for say telling a story, like when you make movies, the characters don't have a real life function, right? Because it's a world in that movie or a say a TV series or a animated show. That show has a world, right? There are villains in that world. There is a certain setup, a city or something like that. So it's a distinct world, and that world has a certain set of rules, right? Like say for example TMNT, right? All of you know Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? It's a tongue twister. All of you know that, right? So in that world, what is there? You have these turtles who are become ninjas with mutagen, right? And the mutagen has also made the villains bad guys, and these guys live in the sewers and they come out and they fight and they have battles and this and that and the other, right? And inside that there are rules that one of the turtles is a scientific guy, one guy is a fighter, one guy is the leader and all of that, right? And so if you look at it, everything is fitted around that. The story is also fitted around that. Like Leonardo's the leader. Every episode kind of defines that he's the leader. Every episode defines that Michelangelo is the fun guy, right? And so when you now why I started explaining this is to say that the function of our design has to address the world that we are in. Okay, so like right now Moana has, yes Divyan.
No, I haven't seen it, but aren't Leonardo and Michelangelo painters?
Oh, you haven't seen TMNT?
I've heard of it. I haven't
Oh, so
seen
TMNT is
the
awesome. You should check it out. It's one of my favorite cartoons. It was there when I was a kid, and now there are new versions of it. So TMNT is basically four turtles who become ninjas. They got mutated, and their master is a rat who names them after the Renaissance artists: Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael, and Leonardo. All right, so you should check this out if you haven't already. All right. So as I was saying that. So the function of our, so now if we bring it down to what I was explaining here for this robot, right? The function is specifically to our story, right? Like what is happening? Like say for example, Moana is saying this is an exploring robot, right? So the robot won't be a big bulky guy, right? The robot will be a small nimble fellow, so he can explore quickly, run here and there, catch something, get something. Also he'll have, so this is where we are thinking from. He's an explorer. Okay, so he'll have some accessories. He'll collect something. Now bringing that to your concept, Austin. So your concept is kind of real world, right? It's not a fantasy world. It's an Amazon delivery. It's something that we have in our real world. Amazon deliveries happen for us, right? So inside of that, what does our robot will have? So definitely it should fly, right? Because then it'll fly and come to you quickly, right? What are the other things? One of the things that you have done is perfect, that it will be large, right? Because it has to probably carry some big packages sometimes, correct? So it's a large guy, right? So that's another function. Now another thing you want to think of, okay? So these are questions you want to ask yourself, right? It's not like I'm saying no, this is wrong or right, or why did you do it this way? I'm not doing that. I want you to think of the function, and then ask yourself questions. Ki, okay, his function is delivery. So does he have a compartment that can open and store things, right? Maybe we can animate that in our scene, right? That he lands, that compartment opens, something drops from that, he closes, and then he flies off. There you go. You have one whole sequence there, right? It's like a storyboard. So now where is he landing? Who is he delivering it to? Is he outside a house? Is he inside a building? These are the questions. See, so one thing leads to another. Can you see that? Like as I'm asking the questions, I'm only answering. Now, if I ask you, okay, where is he? Now, imagine that. Instead of drawing it right now, just imagine that. What do you visualize, or where do you visualize your robot to be right now?
Sir, he could be like flying in the sky.
Flying in the sky, okay. And so now some more questions I'm going to train you, to teach you to ask, okay. Now as soon as you say he's flying in the sky, okay, so then what do I imagine? I imagine that there's just the blue sky and we see this robot flying, correct? Right?
Yeah.
It's just blue sky, maybe there's some clouds, okay, but you don't see anything else, okay. So if we don't write Amazon on him, okay, if we don't have an Amazon logo specifically on him, how will someone say that he is a delivery robot?
Sir, he could like land in like how you said, he can deliver something.
Correct. He can deliver something. Now imagine if we are just seeing one image, right? You are creating only a single image, right? Say for example the image isn't a sequence of things. It's just a single image, and in that single image we have to, I'm going to use a word very carefully. We have to establish, okay, that you have to establish the personality of this robot in one single image. So how would we do that?
So maybe the screen can say like now delivering.
Very good. That's one way to do it, right? That's one creative way to do it, right? And if we, so now if we go ahead further, and if you are not to label anything with actual text, right? So if you put something on the screen, we're actually labeling it. Can you see? You're labeling it. You're saying like having an Amazon logo is also one way of labeling it, right? Think more. What else could you do?
It could like carry boxes with these people.
Yes, it could have a visible carrying station where there are boxes in it. Correct? Right? So now I want to make an important point. Okay, Moana, just give me a moment. I'll come to you. Okay. So I use the word establish. Okay. It's very important. Okay. As visual designers, okay, you are not going to be there to explain your visuals to someone. Right? When someone sees your visual, or someone sees your design, or someone sees your animation, you are not going to be there to explain to them your thought process and why this and who's this and what is this, right? Everything you have to do about that has to be there in the image. The image has to be absolutely clear, and that is why we use this word called establish. We have to establish the character. What does establish mean? Establish means defining something without doubt, right? That there is no doubt that this character is this. There is no doubt that this is happening in this scene. There is no ambiguity about it. So let me bring this to like give you an example. Like, say you watch a movie. In movies, actually I should have shown you an example, but let me just describe it right now. So generally, in movies, a movie will start with a long shot. You know what a long shot means? Like a helicopter shot, a shot of a location, right? Notice, like if you watch a Jurassic Park or something, before they actually start showing the dinosaurs, there's this long shot. We call it a long shot because you're kind of looking at it from afar. And you'll notice this in many movies, right? This is an establishing shot. For the viewer, we are establishing where we are in this movie. Where are we going? Like the camera zooming in on this big park on an island is showing the viewer, you are going into this park. So just that one frame defines what's happening. Then what follows when you've gone into the place, then it becomes clearer because you already established where we are. Right? So establishing is an important, and establishing happens at several levels. Right? So right now, if you just make a simple character, like say for example, let me share.
Will you allow me to join?
Huh? To join? Oh, you've joined or what? One second. I have not sent you a link away. One second. You want to join in? It's okay. No, you want to join in? Guys, just give me a second, okay? Abhi, can you turn on the AC, please?
Sir, should I stop sharing? Or?
Yeah, you can stop sharing. One second. I'm going to share. One second, Anika, please.
I'm gonna next tonight tell you my story.
Of course, you can. Of course. Okay, I've sent it to you. Yeah, just click on that and I'll add you. All right. So as I was saying, so let me share my screen and kind of demonstrate some things. All right. Okay. Add all. Yes, Moana. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you had a question. Tell me, Moana. Avi, you'll have to go on mute, huh? Yes, Moana. You are on mute, Moana. Can you unmute?
You'll think that who will be the thief, and I already have a third robot that can be the thief.
Oh, okay. Okay, wonderful. So your thief is also a robot. So
Yeah.
he's not a bro bot then. He's a bad bot. Huh?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. One second, huh? So now let me just share my screen. And what I was saying is establishing, right? I was talking about establishing entire screen, screen 2,
After
share.
you're done, just can I just share my
For sure,
screen?
for
Yeah.
sure, for sure. One second, huh? Let me just share my screen and just demonstrate what I was talking about, right? So, okay, so I understand all of you might have some concerns about drawing. How many of you have a concern about, one second, huh? How many of you have a concern about drawing? Just raise your hands.
Not exactly concern, like just a doubt
Huh.
or something else.
Okay. No, when I say concern, like you don't like drawing. You think your drawing is crap,
Oh,
right? You just think that your drawing is bad, and you'd rather not draw, and you'd rather just build in Blender first. Like it's easier to click buttons than to draw. How many of you are there? Divyan, you're raising a hand for that?
yeah.
Okay, thanks for being honest. What about you, Ashmeen and Austin? Are you in that category or you enjoy drawing?
I enjoy drawing.
You enjoy drawing, right? What about you, Ashmeen?
I enjoyed it.
All right, all right. So, it's a very normal thing. Some people like Divyan. Okay, so thanks for sharing, Divyan, right? And this is for you, and this is for those who find drawing not interesting, and like you better model, right? But I'm talking about drawing from the point of view. One second, huh? Yeah. From the point of view as a thinking tool, it allows you to think much quicker than you actually build, right? And so I don't I don't actually know how to change that for you, because I can't say practice more drawing. If you don't enjoy drawing, then you're not going to practice, right? And I know that. And so this workshop is not about you learning to draw and developing that skill, but this workshop is intended to help you with tools and techniques to think better, right? Think more effectively. And that's where drawing really helps, right? So, and now, so for example, right now I have this frame, and I know I want to make Austin's robot, and I want to show it in a situation. Yes, Divyan. Yes, Divyan. Question? Hello?
No, I accidentally.
Oh, okay. All right. So now I have this frame, and now I know that I have a delivery robot. Okay, I don't know the spelling of, I'm dyslexic, so please don't mind my spellings, okay? Delivery robot, he flies, okay? And what is he doing? He's delivering. Okay, that's a DE, right? Delivering, okay? So these are the questions. He answers what he is doing. How does he help? He helps by delivering. Okay. Where is he? He is currently flying. So where is he? He is currently flying. And what is he doing? He is delivering, right? What is he doing? Okay, he's on the way to deliver. Okay, so if I were to create a frame like this and say just to depict, okay, these are clouds. Okay, so my robot is somewhere like this. So this is Divyan's robot. Okay. Now immediately as soon as you see this, Austin, is this kind of accurate? Yeah. But now can you see what gets established here? What gets established here is, okay, this robot is flying through the clouds, establishes that he is in the sky. Correct? We could have maybe have some buildings down here, so kind of looks like. There you go. Can you see I have further established something? He's above a city. Right? Every little detail that I add establishes something about this frame. With me so far? Clear? Right? Now we want to see that does this actually establish that he is delivering or he is in the process of delivery. Now these are the questions you want to answer. Now how will you answer that visually without adding labels, like saying, you know, like putting an Amazon smile on this, or right now his screen is not visible, his screen is in front, right, in this particular view. So if we were to have to create a single image, right, establishing this is very important, right? In a single image, what you are intended for that design should be communicated, right? And how do you do that? So this kind of a drawing leads you to that question. If I were to now for example, if you start building this in Blender directly without drawing it, you start making the environment, you will reach this question much later कि ये establish हो रहा है कि नहीं. So after you built everything, then you will realize, oh no, ये तो establish नहीं हो रहा है, it's not clear. You get what I'm saying? And that's where we are doing these drawings, this rough drawing. See, it's not a masterpiece. It doesn't need to be a masterpiece, right? You're not going to color it, you're not going to show it anywhere. It is only for you to think and for you to explore some unaddressed or unanswered questions about your design, right? And it's all doing it with the audience in mind. See, visual design, visual communication, almost everything, right? Like even architect work or product work, like if you're making a phone or you're making a chair, it all has to do with the end user. So the audience is the end user, right? And so whatever your design is should always keep the end user in mind, right? And so here you have to imagine, acha, ye end user, if you show this to your mom, this image, will she be able to say that this guy is delivering? She can say that this guy is traveling somewhere, but she won't be able to say this guy is actually delivering. Now what will clarify this? And this is another foundational thing that I want to share with you, right? So what would clarify, now I'm giving an example, okay? What would clarify this, and we even talked about it, what would clarify this is if the robot's design was slightly modified with having some boxes or something, like what are Amazon packages? So you want to show him as an Amazon delivery. So what does Amazon delivery do? They deliver packages. So that means we need to see some of the packages. So if we see the packages, then we probably know that he's delivering. So how do we show the packages? Is he carrying it inside him? Is he carrying it outside him? Right? How do we nicely do that? Now, all these questions have multiple answers. How you answer them is entirely up to you. Right? Like I said, no right answers, no wrong answers. How you answer these questions is entirely right, up to you. But at the end user or audience ko samajhna chahiye. That is the goal. You get me? End user, you show it to anyone, you show it to your building watchman, usko bhi samajhna chahiye. Right? Ki what is happening in this image? Who is this? Right? So how do you make it? Now, of course, the first thing that you said, we put a label, right? We put Amazon. That would like clearly just, but I would call that a little lazy, right? Now I'll tell you why. Okay, I'll tell you why. And this is another really important principle in creating images. All right. So I'll tell you why. So Amazon, if you put a label here, okay, it's on the body, right? Now let's look at something, okay? I'm going to, so keep that in mind, huh? This Amazon label, if we put it, it gets clarified, but it's on the body, okay? Keep that in mind. I'll come back to it, okay? So now let's modify this, okay? So we have this thing here. This is the city, okay? There are some clouds, okay? And here we have our robot, okay? And he has his hands and he has the antenna and all of that. And now he has this kind of, and his jetpacks are probably on the side or down, okay? And he has this backpack in which there are boxes, and these boxes are kind of tied or something, or maybe not just tied, they just put, these are delivery boxes, okay, right? And he is going. Now can you see what gets established? Now we have, okay, there's a robot, he's flying and he has something on him. Of course, it's not entirely clear that he's a delivery robot. All we know right now, he is carrying something. That's all.
You can add tape to the boxes.
Yeah, you can add tape to the boxes so that boxes look like they are delivery boxes, correct? Right? So now those are details. Now let me come back to, one second Anika, one second guys. Let me come back to this. So can you see that this robot is a little different, right? We made an update based on our questions, right? And trying to clarify it for our audience, right? So now, but look at something here interesting, okay? What is interesting is, one second, guys. So there is something called again, spelling mistake, don't go with my spelling. So how do you spell it once? Guys, I'm so sorry. I feel so embarrassed, but my spellings are like really bad, okay? So I'm going to actually look up the spelling before I put it. Okay, I don't know if you guys know what dyslexia is. I am dyslexic and I always get my spellings wrong. Okay, so this is the spellings. O-U-E-T-T, silhouette. Okay. Yes, someone asking a question? Yes, Moana.
My computer, I don't know how it's not working. Yeah, my blender is the zooming in and moving with the hand and camera one. They're not working.
Just restart your blender. Just restart your blender. Okay, I want to quickly complete this so that we can go back to building in what we were doing. Okay, so a silhouette. What is a silhouette? Okay, you can imagine a silhouette to be a shadow. So say you have a box, okay, and if there's a light coming from here, this is kind of a shadow, right? That would fall if there was a wall behind, right? Oops, what happened here? Yeah, so this is kind of the shadow, right? Now, this is not a silhouette, this is a shadow, but a silhouette is if you were to just color this whole object, right? Moana I'll come and resolve that for you, okay? If we were to just color this whole object, then this outline is called the silhouette, right? Nothing inside is visible. So the outline of your form is called the silhouette, right? So let's look at the silhouettes here, all right? So in our first one, okay, I'm just going to change the material and add a material and make it a fill. Okay, so here our silhouette is something like this. One second, strength is 100. Why is the strength? Let's see. Okay, so I'm drawing the silhouette now. Okay, this is the shape of my silhouette. Okay, and I'm gonna, oops, sorry, wrong layer. So I'm just drawing the silhouette, okay, over my object. Okay, so that's the silhouette, and this is the silhouette for this shape. Okay, and I'm going to turn off the layer behind. Now can you see there's a difference between the two silhouettes, right? One looks like this, the other one looks like this, right? So the silhouette, when you are also viewing images, right, you also unknowingly notice a silhouette. when objects are visible in the silhouette, it further defines the character. So you will notice that very famous cartoons and characters always have very strong silhouettes. So let me just demonstrate that by showing you some silhouettes on Pinterest, right?
We can't see
One,
your Pinterest
one
screen.
second, huh? One second. Sorry, did you say something?
We can't see your Pinterest. We can only see the Blender.
Yeah, I'm just bringing it down here. Just a second. So can you see, this is a silhouette. It's absolutely clear, right? The form, what this is, absolutely clear, right? This is a silhouette, absolutely clear, right? So silhouettes really define. Now if I look at silhouette for like say Mickey Mouse, right? See, there you go. See, Mickey Mouse is so clear in his silhouette. You don't have to explain, oh, this is Mickey Mouse, right? And so silhouettes are something that filmmakers, designers, yes, that's Minnie Mouse. Designers, we always consider the silhouette. While we are designing, we are always thinking about the silhouette. So I know this is a little it takes a little time to get around this, but this is an important aspect you want to think of while you're designing, right? And so I did this whole demonstration to show you that this is how you answer these questions, and while answering these questions you want to clarify. Okay, so the silhouette is something that really helps clarify it for the end user, right? So when you answer these questions, you want to update your design such that it becomes clear for your end user, right? So that anyone seeing that image will know what you're talking about. All right. So now, Austin, it's up to you. Okay. You want to think about how your robot. Okay. And now I also want you to think about it this way, all of you. Okay. Imagine your sequence. Okay. Happening in one place. Even Moana, I know you have a story and it's happening across many, many situations. What we want to complete at the end of this session, at the end of this workshop, is we want to create one single environment in which that robot is, right? And he's doing something there in that one environment. And we are going to try to build that environment, and we are going to try to animate something about that robot, right? And we're going to try to make it an infinite loop like we did in the spaceship animation. Right, so the spaceship animation again was just one place. There's just a terrain moving, and the spaceship is doing some animation. Right, so we want to keep it simple. I love that you're going into more stories and ideas, but we want to keep it simple so we can complete one piece which has a story, which has a silhouette. So just to give you an idea, Austin, you could have an environment where there is no robot. It's just a door. Robot enters, so it flies down, settles, and then something opens and boxes come out. Or he drops the boxes and then he flies out. There you go. You have your scene, right? Now, I don't want you to stick to this idea. This is just an idea I threw out, right? This is just an idea I just put out there. You have to come up with your thought process, right? Clear? One second, Moana. Clear, Austin? Yeah. So do that. So now do that, right? Begin that. Do that right now, right? Think of it. Develop it. Okay. Yes, Moana.
Can you just take my NA desk and try to...
Yes, your blender is not working, right? So let me stop sharing my screen. Okay, so Divyan, Austin and Ashmin, while I'm working with Moana and fixing a computer, you guys have understood this, right? Develop your character this way right now. I want to see some sketches, and see, this stuff should not take more than 2-3 minutes here. You're just it's not about how good your drawing looks, okay? Just
I
develop
say
right now.
the
Okay.
silhouette?
Yes, any desk. Sorry?
108.
The silhouette, or do we just make character sketch?
Make character sketch. Think of the silhouette. Think of the silhouette, right? So when I say, one second, Moana. See, in the silhouette, okay, look at my webcam, okay, right now. So now, if you were to make a silhouette of me, okay, you will be able to say that there is a man with his shoulders straight and he's standing like this. But you wouldn't be able to tell that I'm holding a pen in my silhouette, Would you? No, right?
No.
It wouldn't be clear. So if this image was not clearly visible to someone, or someone just didn't see it very quickly, but just saw it very quickly, he probably wouldn't see the pen. Now, of course, you can see it because there's another thing at play here, which is called contrast. So along with silhouette, there's something called contrast. Contrast is, this is light colored, this is dark colored. So because this is dark colored, it stands out, right? So this is contrast. So this, even if someone just quickly sees this image, will be able to see it. But imagine I was wearing a black t-shirt, right? You wouldn't see this.
You can keep it on the chair.
So now say if I am in this pose, now imagine you delete everything in my background and you just silhouette my hand and my face, and my hand is like this. Isn't this pose more clear about what I'm doing, what I have in my hand?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what a silhouette is. A silhouette clarifies. It is like spoon feeding the audience. You get what I'm saying? Like, audience can be anyone. It could be someone who's very intelligent, who's seen a lot of movies, seen a lot of images, and can just see one image and understand, हाँ इसमें क्या हो रहा है. And then there's one type of audience जिसको कुछ नहीं समझता है, right? And so you are making art. You are making, you are making something for a viewer to for you to communicate that to that viewer, right? And we'll get into this right now. I'm just introducing you the top of it. There is a hierarchy to this. There are things that you have to keep in mind, like contrast, value, silhouette. There are multiple things. There's composition, there is balance, there's symmetry, right? So these are all design principles, right? I am only introducing you to the principles that you need right now for your practice, right? Because if you were to get into art foundations and all, you'll get bored, right? There are a lot of thesis and a lot of thinking and all. So I want to give you certain things that you can immediately use. So right now, think of it this way: if the if your character is holding a box this way, okay, I would change it and hold it this way. Now it's a lot clearer. Or I would change it and hold it this way. Or I would have the box on his head. Becomes clearer. I don't know. You see, you want to clarify it. With me, Divyan? Okay, I want to understand if that landed for all of you. Okay. Yes, Moana. Chal, give me your any desk. 1 second. Huh?
I'll say
Yeah, say your number.
1083
Yes, 1083. Okay.
9.
839126999. All right. I am coming, and let me share my screen so all of you can see. Maybe you
And let me share my screen so
oops, turn off
all
your
of you can
mic.
see. Maybe you
Oh, I
let
have
me
to turn
share
off
my
my
turn
mic
off
so
your
that you
mic.
can see.
My turn off my
Okay, that's an
Yeah.
echo.
that's an
Look. No, the side buttons, not these. This one, the zoom in, zoom out, and all of that. No, the zoom in, zoom out is not working. It's upside down.
Yeah, Moana looks fine to me.
The
Hello,
zoom
Moana,
in,
can you
zoom
hear
out,
me?
and the hand move. The zoom in, zoom out, and the hand move, and all of that.
Sorry?
The zoom in, zoom out button, the hand button, the camera button, and all of that are not working.
No, they are working. I just zoomed in.
Yeah. I don't know how that time it isn't working.
It's working. I just zoomed in. No, did you see? I just frame selected and I zoomed in.
Oh.
It seems to be working. Is it working slow or is it
I think it's working slower.
slow? Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't ask you. That's why I disconnected. Okay. Guys, while I'm sorting her out, you guys go ahead and do that design work. Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to sketch out his environment, because that's what we got to build now. You have your robot. We have to start building the environment, right? So you need to visualize. Okay, what is the environment? Where is
I
he?
already have I already have sketches of my environment. Can I make a rough of version of it in Blender?
Can you show me your drawing?
It's the one I showed you last time. 1 minute.
Ha. Yeah, so
Yeah,
that was
the
pretty
cockpit.
clear actually. That was pretty clear. It was clear that it's a cockpit. So you can go ahead and start building your cockpit. All right.
Okay.
And you want to add some detail to your robot that you've already done that, yeah, with the
I
captain
I'm
thing.
I'm done with my robot. Should I screen share?
Yeah, you can screen share just 1 second, huh, Moana. So you just start building that stuff, the cockpit. I want to just sort the Moana right now. 1 second, Avi. Yes, Moana. What
Can you
happened?
can you take my any desk and just take, I forgot how to take one robot to the another file.
Append.
I forgot how to do it.
Okay, 1 second. 18
1083
1083.
1083 912699.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh,
I'll just go to my Blender. Yeah. So, how to get, wait, 1 sec. I want to get my astronaut inside.
yeah. So
Yeah.
go to that
So
file.
go to that file. Go to that
Moana, you share your screen.
Go to the
You share your screen and I will this thing because there's a lot of echo happening for some reason. Yeah. All right. So all you have to do is open your robot scene, close this scene. Okay. Okay. Open your robot scene and just go to file and instead of open, go down to append. Click on append. Now select your astronaut scene. You didn't click on append, did you?
Can I tell you about my story?
Right now?
Yeah.
Can you tell me after the session, Luchan?
Why?
Because right now I'm leading the session, no?
Can I share my screen?
Yeah, you can share. Let me just sort this out with Moana. Yeah, Moana. Go to file append. Okay, boys and girls, I can see all of you are off your camera, okay? So the rules haven't changed. The rule still applies. Okay. All right. Okay. So Moana, go to file append. What happened? It's not appending.
Yeah, I did it.
So where is there should be a open box where you select astronaut.
Yeah, there is.
So I
Yeah,
can't see it.
I selected it.
So see, after you select and then you have to click on append. And when you click on append, it will give you a whole bunch of folders. Usme se you have to select collection.
Yeah, I selected.
And then in collection, there will be a collection, something named collection. You have to click on that and append. And then your astronaut will come into this file. Can you
can't
just
see
no.
it.
एक काम करो, go to file,
File.
click on append.
Append. Wait, 1 second. File.
You didn't click on it.
Append.
Append. So where is that box? Why is that not showing?
I can see it.
Oh, I can't see any box. Okay. So in this, can you find your astronaut file?
Yeah.
Okay, find your astronaut file and click on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now when you click on it, you press append. After you press append, a whole bunch of folders will be visible.
Yeah, material mesh object.
उसमें click on collection.
Yeah.
Double click on collection. Inside that, what do you see?
I see nothing.
Inside that, you see nothing.
Yeah.
Eh? How did that happen? You
I
should.
just double clicked it and I can't see anything.
Okay, just click on go back. There's a back arrow, right?
Yeah.
Just go back and
I went back.
click on the collection and then down just click on append.
Yeah. Done.
There you go.
Wait.
There you
Wait,
go. I
just
can
a
see your
second,
collection
yeah.
has come. Now, where is he? We'll have to search for him. So click on one of the cubes. Say click on cube 004.
Yeah, I found it.
So now you just move him up. Okay. ठीक है, that resolves that, Moana. Now you can set it up. All right. Avi,
Yeah.
you wanted to share your screen? Okay, Moana, you can stop sharing your screen.
Yeah. Stop sharing.
Okay.
I wanted to share my screen.
You want to share your screen? Yeah, 1 second. Avi, you share your screen. Just a second, Divyan. We just have 2 minutes left to the session. We'll take about 5-7 minutes more. Yeah, Avi. Okay, hold on, Avi. We'll see yours after Divyan's. Divyan, go ahead, share. You're ready, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Divyan is sharing. We'll see yours. Don't worry.
Entire screen.
Avi, just
Can
hold
you
on, no,
see?
bacha. I just said stop. Stop sharing right
Can you
now.
see it?
Yes, Divyan. Yeah, I can see your
Okay.
screen. Okay.
So first for my robot, then I'll show the cockpit.
Ha.
I've just hidden that for now.
Ha.
Okay, so this is it. To make it look like a pilot, I've added these.
Ha.
Because of the other cockpit meshes, I can't zoom in much.
Okay.
But I have these.
Okay.
On the side, it's what captains wear on their shoulders, if you
Right.
see a captain's uniform.
Right.
And the name tag here, I've sent a picture of it on the
Yes,
group.
yes, I saw that. Yes.
Yeah, so now with the cockpit, I'm going to move
So
out.
I like the hat that you've added. Whoa, cockpit. Come on. I
Yeah,
like it.
so the entire robot would move forward. Then over here on these sides
Ah.
that have been extruded out a bit,
Yes.
there would be buttons.
Yes.
Um, yeah, those would be the buttons. Since the robot doesn't have arms, we can't add limbs. I'm thinking in the animation, its antenna, it would beep red twice,
Ah.
and that would turn everything on. Like you'll be able, then the lights will be on.
Okay, that's a thought process, right? Now,
That's what I'm
now
planning.
that okay, good job. Okay, so couple of things. Okay, guys, look, show me your robot. So everyone notice what he has done. Okay, now you might feel, oh, he's gone so far ahead, and I can't do that. Don't beat yourself about that. Okay, whatever you have is what you have, and it's good. Okay, he has something else and you have something else. Okay, there is no comparison. So go ahead, show me your robot, Divyan. Are you navigating to your robot?
Can I go to the washroom?
Yes, quickly run and go and run and come. We are almost done. Okay, so what is working about your robot? Quickly, I'll tell you. Okay, its general design is unique. Okay, its silhouette is pretty clear. Can you see? It's not just blocks. There is some shapes, and then you have these two arms with a wheel. So in the silhouette, also it will be clear that it's some kind of a robot with these two arms, right? Okay, now you adding that cap on top of his eyes. Okay, that's also a nice feature, right? Like a captain's feature. What I would do is I would not keep his head so flat like a table, right? There is no feature on it. It's just a flat thing, right? You could put something on it, right? So generally a robot would have some more detail, right? And we can add more objects, we can add shapes to make it more visually interesting, right? So I wouldn't keep it so flat. Now that you've added a hat, okay, you could probably make that a hat. Right now it looks like its head. So the hat could be flat on top. So that's, say, imagine that is a separate object like this. Can you see my webcam? Right, like this cap is coming out and it's part of a hat which is flat on top, and that's fine. So then the hat has a different color, like the captain's hat, how it's like navy blue or something, right? Like that, right? So you could have like a captain's hat. So instead of having a flat head, you just have a hat on top, and that will absolutely in the silhouette also clarify कि ये कुछ captain type character है, right? Okay, so that's one of the, that's some of the feedback. Another thing is you want to at this stage start coloring your object, right? Coloring this guy.
This is in the material preview.
This is in material preview. So
I'm not
now,
able to zoom in much, but you see the yellow over here.
so it's very little color. So color is also something that we use to clarify, right? Clarify our object, and so making it visually rich. Right now, I know, when you think of a robot, you think, okay, all robots are metal, so they're gray. There's not much we can do with that. But I would suggest going a little colorful. Try some more colors. Like I know a captain, if you
Try
look,
that on the hat.
try on the hat, and I
Try
would
on the
suggest
hat.
doing adding some accents here and there. Like for example, Look at references in Wally, okay, on Pinterest. Look at Wally. There is a captain in Wally, right? There's a captain robot also, right? They are also white in color, but there are some further details that are there, okay? So look at Wally for references. Look at how they are, how other robot characters are being defined with color, right? And try to add those accents. And now that doesn't mean I'm telling you to make it full red and blue and green and that kind of thing, right? Use few colors, maybe one or two colors, right? But use them as accents, right? So you are accenting some object, maybe the shoulder is accented or the arm is accented. You know what I mean by accent? So you're creating visual interest, right, where you want it, right? So think about that and add some color. Now show me your environment quickly.
I have one question first.
Yes.
So ever since I added the cockpit, all of that, it stretches ahead of this. So whenever I try to zoom in, I'm not able to physically zoom in further than this. I'm rotating my mouse, but it's not going in.
Okay.
I also
Can you
tried
demonstrate
using
this issue? Because I'm not
I tried
I'm not
I tried
exactly.
using the gizmos as well, but so
Huh.
I'm going in with my mouse. So right now I'm zoomed out.
Uh-huh.
I'm able to zoom in to this extent, but after this, it's
After
not
this, you are
letting
unable
me.
to zoom in on your robot, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's
Ah,
not letting me zoom in any
so I'm going
further.
to ask you to do a YouTube Google search. So this is something to do with clipping. Okay, there is a function called clipping, and right now your zoom in is clipped out at a certain value. So you can't zoom in beyond that, and you can't zoom out beyond that as well. So just do a quick Google. I don't remember the solution. It has something to do with the viewport, that you go into settings into your properties panel, and there you do something, right? So you change the value. So this sometimes happens, okay? It's something to do with scale, and it's something to do with this clipping value, okay? So after this session you can do the search, okay? See, press the key, open slider, okay, viewport clipping. Yeah, fix Blender's viewport clipping. So this is actually a clipping issue. Try to solve this on your own. If it's not solved, if you aren't able to solve it, let me know. I will help you. All right?
If I can't solve it, I'll download AnyDesk, and in the next
Yeah,
session you
yeah,
can help.
yeah. But first, I'll have to solve it at
AnyDesk
my
free
end, and then
software.
we can do AnyDesk. Okay, okay. So yes, you should download AnyDesk in any case. All right. Now just show me your environment quickly.
Um,
Yeah. So what I
yes,
want you to do about your environment, okay? So good, you are created. So see, you already have answered your questions. All the questions have led to this, right? Otherwise, you had a blank Blender file, right? We put down
these
constraints. Sorry.
these black things are supposed to be like windows looking into space.
Yes.
If that's for clarity.
Yeah. So then, so you can create that space thing also on the outside, right? So we'll learn how to do that. Right now, you start building out your cockpit. Putting details, block out the details. Where is a table? Where will the buttons come? Where will some screens come? Right? What else is there? Is there something else hanging around? Right? But what's most important is, at this point you need to define your camera view, right? So you need to place your robot, and you need to set a camera, and you need to define what are you looking at, because you are only going to build what is visible through your view. You don't need to build everything. Like, why build something that's not going to be visible, right? And that's why at this point, all of you also, it's important to define a camera, right? I was just having this conversation with Avish also earlier this morning, that once you build something, you want to begin to set up your camera, because your output is always going to be what is seen through the camera. So why work on something that isn't visible, that is not in your camera? You no need to work on that, right? Like even Moana was saying, my moon is so big, I can't be, but you don't have a camera. Put in a camera, all right? All of you work with that, right? Once you start building your environment, okay? All right, so that's what I
I
want.
see that issue's coming in here as well.
So
I'm trying to zoom my
yes,
camera and the clipping is
yes. So
off.
do a little bit of Googling and try to solve this on your own, okay?
Okay.
Okay,
I just
and
said I just had one doubt: how to unhide.
how to unhide? It's Control H or Alt H. Try any of the two, right?
You have
Okay.
to have the object selected in the viewport first
Sorry,
to unhide.
for Control
You
H
have to have the object selected from the side panel to
for
unhide something.
unhiding or hiding.
Unhiding.
No, unhiding, you can just unhide. It's Alt H and everything that's hidden will come. into
Oh.
view, right? You don't need to select it, right?
For a specific object, you would have to do
For
it
a
from
specific
there.
object, you have to select, yes. But generally, when you are unhiding after some time, you wouldn't have that selected, right? So Alt H just brings everything on, right? Okay, Moana, another question. All right. So quickly, yes, Avi, you wanted to share your screen, right? You can turn off your screen. So Divyan, you got my feedback, right? So fix your
Yes.
zooming in, set your camera, add that cap, add some color. Oh, there we go. Avi has a nice colorful robot. All,
These hands come off.
huh.
And they're basically like Among Us.
Your mic is not on.
These hands come off. Like Among Us.
Go ahead, go ahead. I've turned off my mic. Go ahead, speak.
And they help the cops. And basically, he's a police
He's a
robot.
police
He's a
robot.
police robot.
All right, all right.
And he has jetpacks.
He has
He has
jetpacks, right?
jetpacks,
So
right?
what
So
what
what
will say that he
will
is
say
police?
that he is
Currently, his
police?
color
Currently,
scheme
his
does
color
not say
scheme
that he
does
is
not say
police.
that he is police.
He doesn't. He's not a police. He's basically like he has the color of Spider-Man that helps him look like a hero.
Okay. So
Okay.
now,
So
very
now,
good. Okay, I
very
like
good.
your
Okay, I
robot.
like your
I
robot.
want you
I
to
want you
imagine
to imagine
where is he now?
where is he now?
Who is he
Who
helping?
is he helping?
Where is he?
Where is he?
He's in the bank and the robbers have tried to steal some gold.
So now you have to
So now
sketch
you have
that
to
scene.
sketch that scene.
Okay.
Yeah, I made a book.
So have you
So
sketched it
have you
out?
sketched it out?
No.
No,
No.
I just made
Yeah,
the
so
cover.
you have to
Yeah, so
sketch
you have
that
to
scene
sketch
out,
that scene
okay,
out,
where
okay,
he's
where he is
in a bank
in a
or he's
bank
saving
or he's
someone or
saving
doing
someone or
something,
doing
right?
something,
Using the
right?
things
Using
that
the
I
things that
shared
I
today.
shared
All right,
today.
Avi?
All right, Avi?
Okay,
Okay,
good. Now, yes, Moana, you
Now,
have a
yes,
question.
Moana,
You
you
can
have a
stop
question. You
sharing,
can
Avi.
stop sharing, Avi.
Okay, I don't know if you
Okay,
were
I
able
don't
to
know if you
hear
are
me or
able
I
to
just
hear
turned
me.
on
I
my
just turned
mic.
on my mic.
You must have
You
heard
must have
some
heard
bit
some
of me.
bit of me.
All right,
All right,
yes,
yes,
Moana.
Moana.
Question?
Question?
Yes.
Yes.
1 second. Huh?
I hided my astronaut, but now I'm doing all touch, but I can't find my astronaut again.
You
You
can't find
can't
an
find an
astronaut.
astronaut.
Okay,
Okay,
I
I
will
will
be with
be
you
with you
after the
after the
session.
session.
I'll do
I'll
an
do
AnyDesk and help you out with your technical issues. I just
I
want to
just want to
quickly go to
quickly go to
Ashmin and
Ashmin and
Avi, go
go
on
on
mute.
mute.
Anika, 1 second, Molu. I just want to come to Ashmin and Austin. So you guys, can you show me something you have right now?
Yeah, I did like a rough sketch of like a rough blocking of my scene.
Can you show me what you have?
Yeah, sure.
Are you sharing your screen?
Yeah.
All right. Yes, Divyan.
I fixed the issue.
Arey wow, it was a clipping issue?
I started with like the bridge, like that fallen bridge.
Ah, very good, very good. You're just blocking your scene out. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're kind of skipping the drawing stage, okay, which is fine.
I've
At this-
done the drawing.
You have done the drawing. Okay, so you're building
Yeah,
it on the drawing.
last.
Okay, good, good. Show me again. No, okay, so you showed me that, right? So now what I want you to do is, while you're building itself, set your camera.
Okay.
Okay, set your camera, place your robot also, and build around your robot, following your sketch.
Okay.
Okay, so that you don't have any surprises later. कि अभी पूरा build किया, फिर कैमरा डालने के बाद ऐसा लग रहा है अरे यार ये अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है, right? Then कैमरा डाल के you fix it, then you put the robot and you say अरे यार robot का scale बराबर नहीं है या something like that, right? So I'm teaching you the method of putting everything. Start building. When you're making artwork, it's we call it in passes. We call this in passes. You know what passes are? That we go in one pass, we set things up. So let me explain this. Like Anika, 1 second, Molu. Let me explain this. Like passes is like, first we do a blocking. We put all the elements that we want to, right? We don't deal with detail at all. And so we put the robot, we put the background, we put the camera. This is our first pass, right? So it's just a very basic. Now we come around in the second pass. In the second pass, we start adding details to our robot. We start adding details to our background, right? We start fixing our camera, zoom in, zoom out. So now we have a second level of detail. So this is our second pass, right? Then we do a third pass. In our third pass, we start fixing our colors, start putting our lighting, right? So notice what we are doing is we are working on every aspect of our image at the same time. We are not working only on the environment finalizing the environment, then bringing a camera. No, we're not working that way, right? We don't finalize anything. We finalize everything together in stages, in passes. This is called working in passes, right? So we do a blocking, then we do the second pass, we add more detail and more blocking. Like remember how we started our robot also. First I told you just do the blocking. Then the next session I said, okay, now let's answer these questions, add more detail. So that's another level of blocking, right? So you guys are now blocked the environment, right? So you want to work with, and right now the final goal is a image. One composition, that is our final goal right now, creating one composition, right? So what is important for that? Having a camera, putting our subject, which is the robot, and creating our environment, and then you build on that. Then we come in passes. Everyone clear with this so far? Yeah? Moana, you also got what I said? Yeah, Austin? Okay, Austin, I want to see what you have. You showed me your robot. Did you do a sketch for your environment? Okay, it's in the sky and it's with the clouds, right? Okay, I can see that. I can see that. So here's the thing, okay, Austin, you want to go beyond the ideas that were laid out today, okay? With respect to your ideas, with respect to your robot, okay? I want you to push further, okay? Now, what I can see, what you've drawn is exactly what I drew, right? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, okay? But I want you to push further. I want you to try more things in the drawing stage itself, and then take it into 3D. All right. So we are going to meet on the weekend, okay? On the we are going to meet tomorrow. Tomorrow is our session, right? So we have another session tomorrow. So between today and tomorrow, really push forward. I want to see some real progress. I want your blockings also to be there. What I mean by blockings is your environment should be there. So tomorrow what we are going to do is we are going to start placing our camera and start working on composition, right? We're going to start working on composition, a little bit lighting, and I also want you to color your objects before tomorrow, right? Have some rough colors in place. All right? Clear? Clear, guys? Okay. And Austin, you want to push your ideas, okay? You want to, go beyond, right? Do like if we worked on flying in the sky, you work on delivery or work on something else. Like don't go with that same framing, right? Of the clouds and the robot flying through that, right? Don't go with that. Change it. Do something else. But with your own idea, which is it's a Amazon delivery bot. Okay, how are you going to establish that clearly? What environment is going to establish that clearly? All right, clear, Austin? Okay, so guys, push through. Okay, Moana, you can stay back. I will solve your technical problem. For the rest of you, the session is done. Okay, go ahead, have fun with this. Okay, and let's see you tomorrow. All right, bye guys.
Bye. Bye, Avish.
All right. Okay, Moana, tell me what's the problem?
I'll give you my any desk.
Okay, any desk करोगे ना तो I can't speak to you or you.
1083.
Yes, 1 second.
1083 912699.
Yes, 912699. All right. Yes. Okay, your session has begun.
Okay.
Show me.
So one side it is I have my
Yes. Okay, session is
astronaut. The other side I have my the other side wait 1 second. Just both sides I know how to I don't know how. Both sides I have my astronaut only and I can't find my robot now. Look, this is the astronaut over here. Other side it is my robot.
Where is your robot? Okay, 1 second. Hold on. Where is your robot? Okay, 1 second. Hold on. Okay, 1 second. Let me see this.
I want my robot and astronaut both on one side of the.
I tied your knot on your own chair. What? I tied your knot on your own chair. Okay now.
TB hold.
I'm good at using things. Come on. Come on, Bertie.
Anything. It's okay.
मैं कुछ नहीं बनाऊंगी एनीथिंग बोलो दे दो और खाना
अरे यार मिक्स शाक बनेगा मिक्स शाक
शाक दे क्यों
कच्चा कीड़ा
कच्चा कीड़ा पप्पा नहीं खाते
हाँ तो फिर एक काम करो भाजी रोटी बना दो
काम करो सो अच्छी बेलाइट से ने कुकर चढ़ावे तो भाजी एक बीजू ना एक काचू कीड़ो एक दूधी पूरा बदाम मिक्स करके चढ़ावे दो એટલે પછી સીધું આપણે ભાજી બી રેડી થઈ જશે એની સાથે પર ફૂલ લગાવ आपको खाने अच्छा पराठे का मेन्यू
खेली ले लो बड़ी
हाँ ये बस करे मैं तैयार काढू तुझे आता ना आपने झाड़ करना कुछ
Anika, can you turn on the fan, please?
नहीं बोला अगर एक्स्ट्रा का तो मैं स्प्लिट कर लूंगी
No.
થોડા વાગ્યો ને ડિસ્કસ ન કરી જે ચિત્રાડે ઉતરા કહીને અને ફોન જો મતલો નીચે શકે છોડી કારણ કે જેટલા પ્લાન હોય તેટલા એન્ડ તક પૂછ્યા અશોક પાલા કરીને સામે એટલે કેવું પૂછ્યું મોનું ચાલ બીજી ના હું જે કામ કરતી
स्वामी हेती भी अच्छे आ रहे हैं लोनावल था तो क्रिकेट का ध्यान दिया
વાંધો નહીં સ્ટ્રેસ ના ગઈ ભલે ભગવાન છે તકો પણ માર શું પેમેન્ટ કેલા નેવર થઈ ના પ્રોપર્ટી ના બાગવા છે
Okay, 1 second. Moana, this is too slow. I can't work on this. It's too slow. So all your files, everything is slow. One second. I'll tell you what. Just send me your file on
Okay.
WhatsApp. Okay, it's too slow. So what has happened is that everything is there. Your spaceship is there. Sorry, your robot is there. Your astronaut is there. It's just that alignment is gone off, right? And that's because you
No.
have, huh?
Nothing
That's because you haven't set a camera. You always should set a camera first, so you know where you are placing them, why you are placing them there, because you wanted everything in the camera view. One second, Anika. Right? Because right now what's happened is you have your robot somewhere, then you got your astronaut in, then you have this big sphere, right? Now, and for this purpose, you don't need such a big sphere as well, right? So what I'll do is send me your Blender file. I'll just work on it and I'll send it to you so you know what the general structure should be.
Mama, how to send the Blender file?
Just on WhatsApp, just log in on WhatsApp on your computer, and then you can save that Blender file and just drop it into WhatsApp. All right.
Yeah.
Can I save this? I'll help you.
Yeah.
For
It's
some
saved
reason,
already.
AnyDesk is too slow. I can't really.
No,
figure
no
out.
worries. I'll send you the file.
Okay, cool. So I will do that and send it to you. Okay. In the meanwhile, Moana, start drawing that image. Okay. The sketch. Okay, of your environment and of what's happening. Right. Like you said, the astronaut is pointing at this floating thing, and this guy goes and collects it. Okay. And
I
one
drew
more thing
it.
I
She's
noticed.
done it. She's
And
done
what I
it.
noticed about your robot, okay, so I gave you that day the extrusion exercise. So you extruded his face. So one feedback about the face. So when a object has too many pointy things, sharp things, the object stops looking cute, right? It starts looking a little dangerous, correct? Although your robot's eyes are still cute, circular, right? But his face now looks like he's wearing a helmet or armor, right?
Yeah, because he's in space.
But it looks more like he's a fighting robot than wearing a astronaut's helmet, right? Because there are these pointy things coming out, right? So these are just, as you start creating and developing, you will get more and more ideas, and you will understand why you shouldn't use one thing over another, right? So I'm just giving you feedback here that he looks more like, those robots who would go fighting, right? Or maybe those people who sit on horses and fight. They run towards each other with a big rod, right? It's called jousting, right? So he looks like a robot would do that, right? Because his helmet looks like armor more than a astronaut's helmet, right?
So I'll extrude the other faces also.
No, I would say remove the extrusions. So just keep it a flat face, because at the end of the day, our robot is a brobot. Yeah, he's a helper robot. So a helper robot would have smooth shapes, because a smooth shape gives a feeling of more cuteness, or more you can approach that. Like imagine there's a robot that looks cute, and there's a robot that has spiky stuff coming out of it, right? Which one would look like a helping robot, and which one would look like a fighting robot?
Yeah, the spiky one would look like a fighting robot.
Correct, right? So even how the object looks gives the audience a feeling of, is this a helper robot, or is this a dangerous fighting robot, right? And so that facial feature that you have done, I want you to undo that. That was just an exercise for extrusion, right? And so you can extrude other parts, like you can extrude maybe a chest plate, right? Or something on the side, like how Divyan made a patch on his shoulder. Those kind of things you can extrude, right? But this face pe jo extrude kiya, you want to remove that, because it's not giving a feeling of robot, right?
Okay.
That was one. Another thing is, you have given him wheels on the side, right?
Yeah.
Like one of the designs I had done. Now,
Yeah.
you want to think of the function of that, right? So on the moon, okay, maybe big wheels are useful, but for him, more importantly, something to grab, right? Something like, because in your one image ka story, he is going and collecting something. So how is he going to collect that? With a wheel, though, definitely is not going to help him collect that, and especially
No,
a wheel
no.
on his shoulder.
Yeah, because I'm going to on the so there are 3 circles. So on the top, the most small one, I'll add a UV sphere and connect it to the cylinder so that it looks like a vacuum cleaner.
Okay, cool. So that's something you have to do then. All right. So because right now it just looks like, so this robot with 3 wheels looks like he is made for speed, right? So he will travel on one wheel, and then when he wants real speed, he'll just jump into a 3-wheel configuration and just run. But that's not what we need on the moon. We need an explorer who can collect things, right? So if you have this idea of making a vacuum or arm, add that to your design before you start other things, right? Because that vacuum will define how your final composition looks, right? Okay, so go ahead and do that. In the meanwhile, send me your file. I will help you do your composition.
I'm not making it now because when it detects now, that I'm going to show it, it will remove it from his hand and then
हाँ,
they
वो तो एनिमेशन में होगा, वो तो एनिमेशन में होगा, दैट तो इट्स फाइन, बट यू नीड टू क्रिएट दैट राइट नाउ सो वी नो व्हेन इट कम्स आउट हाउ डज इट लुक. सो व्हेन इट इज आउट हाउ डज इट लुक, सो दैट वी नो ओके हाउ डू वी टेक इट इनसाइड. उसका वो शेप समझेंगे ना हम लोग को. वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज दैट शेप, हाउ इज दैट वैक्यूम क्लीनर, बिकॉज इफ इट इज आउटसाइड, if it is inside, we need to see its final shape outside, right? So that we can figure out how to put it inside and how to animate it inside, because then we can start deciding okay इसका ऐसा है vacuum cleaner तो उसको inside लेने के लिए maybe we have to create some compartment on his body or something that opens so that it goes inside, right? So one thing leads to the other, right? And that is why you have to think in these directions. Okay, so it's kind of like working backwards, that you know that a robot has a vacuum and you know that the robot's vacuum is going to be stored inside the robot. So now we have to work backwards. The design we have to work backwards. We have to first make the robot, first make the vacuum, then we can update our design to make sure that the vacuum goes inside, right? So we are working backwards. We are working from what we know the robot should have, right now you said that the vacuum will come out later, right? But that later we have to work from there right now. Understood? That's what I mean by working backwards.
Yeah.
All
Bye.
right. All right. Bye. Bye, Moana. Have fun. Okay. All right. So that was a 2-hour session. Okay.